as I tell you, I will start the webinar. Okay.
Okay.
Give me a second. Online. Okay. I'm starting the webinar. Okay, give it 2-3 minutes so attendees will also enter. Hello, everyone. My name is Theodoros Katsibras. I'm the Business Development Director of BookOnlineNow. I'm happy once again achieving to organize a webinar, webcast. So this time we proudly announce a cooperation with the Hotels Network with BenchDirect. It's a new product that will be free through our platform. And of course, I'm happy having here in the panel partners from the offices of BookOnlineNow around the globe, and also my team member Elena Cloudin, who is a new comer and she's on board with us. Hello, Elena.
Hello to everybody. I'm very happy to be here.
Hello, Marketa. Hello, Michaela. I'm lucky having many women at this point in the panel. I hope some guy enters as well. But mostly, I would like to introduce you Lucia Chancetta. She's the sales manager of the Hotels Network. Hello, Lucia.
Hi, Theo. Thanks for having us. Hi, everyone connected.
Nice. So from my side, I will not take much of the time saying anything about BookOnlineNow. Most of the panel of the attendees will be BookOnlineNow hotels. However, just for those who are not our clients, BookOnlineNow has a presence of in 47 countries at this point, over 3,500 hotels. The core thing that we try to do is increase direct sales. And this we achieve from the great support we have, and of course, all the new tools that we implement. BenchDirect that we are today introducing is one tool that will help hoteliers understand new segments for sales. They will understand the competitor set in some cases, and also the clients that are visiting not only the official website, but the booking engine. And this is why we have Lucia here in order to let's say, make the presentation of BenchDirect. And of course, at the end of her presentation, there is a Q&A tab on Zoom. Whoever is participating through Zoom can make any question. So at the end of her presentation, we will make some questions to Lucia just to clarify what exactly this product is. So Lucia, you can start a small presentation for the hotel network and then share your screen regarding BenchDirect. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Theo. I'm very actually excited to be here. As Theo was mentioning, we are introducing a new platform that is called BenchDirect. So for those that don't know us, we are a technology company that offers softwares and tools specifically made for increasing your direct conversion on your direct channel. So what I'm going to introduce today is a kind of new way of thinking data for hotels around the idea of benchmarking. This pandemic actually made data even more relevant to understand trends and to adapt our strategy from a marketing, sales, and revenue point of view. So how we can learn from data specifically made for our industry with a kind of new approach. So I will tell you not only the theory behind BenchDirect, but also the practice, how you can put this data in action. So Theo, if you agree, I will dive into it directly. If you give me
I think you're okay with the share screen, so you can share your screen with you.
Great. So I will minimize video so you can see my entire screen. So let me go to the first slide. You see that actually, as the screen is saying, this is the smallest hotel in the world. It won actually the Guinness records, and it has only one room located in Germany. And this is totally different because it's the biggest hotel It's located in Malaysia, has more than 7,000 rooms. So why do I show you that? Because they are actually the extremes. And in benchmarking, we don't care about extremes. We care about similarities. So what we are going to do with BenchDirect is actually to spot those similar health, wherever they are around the world. How we do that? We run a process of artificial intelligence and machine learning to understand which properties are similar each other around the world. So let me give you an example to understand better what's the idea behind. You see that this one, it's a hotel in Cancun in Mexico. And there are many properties around the world that could be similar to this one in terms of price range, number of bookings, hotel category, number of rooms, number of visits on the website, number of searches, and so on. So the idea of seeing and checking what a few competitors are doing next to us is actually a reductive idea of benchmarking. So I'm presenting now a new way, a more elaborated way to think about a benchmarking tool. So here you see that actually BenchDirect is the name of our product. So why we launched that? What's the idea behind? Because we want hotelier be able to benchmark any single element of the direct channel. So we're not just thinking about the final number of rooms or bookings that were booked for that specific property, but we're specifically speaking about all the details of the direct channel. So this is actually possible thanks to the idea of the network. Because as I was explaining before, there are hotels similar to each other, so we can learn from each other, okay? This is something very relevant to learn from each other. Something that I didn't mention so far is that this tool is free. It's free now, will be free forever. So there is actually nothing to pay for having BenchDirect. So this platform actually allows you to compare your direct channel performance versus your competitors. But not only that, we are also giving you insights and actions that you can implement to grow your direct channel, okay? So to explain a bit better what's behind that. So of course, when we benchmark, we are comparing ourselves against others. And this comparison and analysis can help us to understand better which are the uncovered opportunities to grow our direct channel, to take smarter decisions, to also spot where we are underperforming against our peer group. And in this way, we can improve our direct performance, and of course, we grow our direct revenue, okay? This is actually data that could be similar to the one that ODAs are tracking, but they're hiding to you, okay? But of course, in another way about the direct channel. So I was speaking before about the importance of the network. We are able to track all these elements and to give you these insights and analysis because we have a network of properties. And it's also based on our name, no? The Hotels Network. So we are able to learn and recognize user behaviors by studying hundreds and millions of users on the properties that we work with. So this data is so unique that actually you can receive all this information independently of what kind of technology you're using or which providers are you using on your website and booking engine. So this is very important because the connection creates community, and it means that you can really have a bunch of data that are not available in any other way. And I really like this slide because it gives you much more perspective of what BenchDirect offers and why it's different from traditional benchmarking tools. So as you know, there are many benchmarking tools on the market, but they usually give you the final number of bookings made for that property. But in this way, you have a partial information. You don't know what happened before, how that property reached that number of final bookings. So with BenchDirect, you will go on each specific section on the customer journey on the website and booking engine to see what happened in order to achieve that number of final bookings. And that's actually very useful to see where you are underperforming or overperforming against others on your destination. to close those gaps and improve your direct bookings. So we are passing from a partial information that is around a very small percentage of information about number of final bookings to have a global vision, 100% vision on the direct channel, also of all the properties, all on the website, but also on the booking engine level. Usually when we speak about benchmarking tool, we are thinking about, I want to beat my competitors. I want to be the first. I want to know that I'm performing much better than others. But we are now passing to another paradigm, that is to learn from others. I'm not telling you that comparing and beating them, it's not a good purpose. It is actually our purpose, but we also want to learn from others. We want to get some tactical and strategic data in order to give you much more perspective of what others are doing, so you can apply those strategies on your case and see if it's something that is working for your strategy. You will see that BenchDirect offers you 3 different visions, 3 different concepts. So in case you're part of a small group or a brand, you will have the brand concept. So you can compare your hotel performance against the performance of other properties of your brand or group. And then you have the destination concept. This is very important because really goes deep into your destination and to understand what hotels around you are doing in terms of direct channel. The system will do that for you. So it will take into account different elements such as room category, then hotel category, number of rooms, price range, and many other variables that can create a destination concept very precise on your destination. And then we have the hotels network concept. So why is that so important? Because on the destination and brand, we are comparing ourselves against others, but in the hotels network concept, we will learn from others. So we are creating concept totally different that more or less is actually open our window of our mind to say, I don't want just to compare myself against others on my destination, others that I know, but I want to know what other properties around the world that have similar properties as mine are doing in order to increase their performance. So the hotels network concept is comparing yourself against properties in other destinations, of course, properties similar to yours. And this is actually for me the key slide because it really gives you the differences between traditional benchmarking tools and our new approach, BenchDirect. Usually, as you know, traditional benchmarking tools take into account the final number of bookings, and the AVR is based on that number of bookings. And typically, they don't give any information about guests. But BenchDirect is totally different because it gives you a perspective of all the full booking funnel. So not only the final number of bookings, but people that actually made a visit on the website or made a search on the booking engine, what happened along the way. And of course, it's comparing your performance against others. So this is information that you're getting from destination and the hotels network concept. And also you can understand how the ODAs are behaving against other properties in your destination. So you also see what kind of disparities they are creating for other properties, which frequency these disparities have, and so on. And the most important and revolutionary metric is about a guest. So you will know what kind of device guests of other properties are using, or from which country they are coming from, or from which traffic source. So what's the pre-click of landing on the website, and what kind of traveler is that? Is single traveler, couple, group, whatever it is. Also, we are actually introducing new elements that are new scores. So the goal of benchmark against someone else is to beat your competitor, but also with BenchDirect, you are going to learn from others, and so to perform better. So how you can do that? We are actually introducing new scores, the ones that you see here, that are related to your direct channel to make your life much more easier. So we have the direct booking index, that is the one that you see on the left, a summary of your global performance against the market. So this is one single score that summarizes all metrics. And how does it work? So if you put in place some actions that I'm gonna explain you later to increase your direct performance, then this index changes and you will see if you're succeeding if the score become higher. Okay, so it's a very easy way to see if you are performing better against others. And then you have direct, direct. So this is a new index to check your direct channel revenue per available room. So what's the revenue you're making for each room only using your direct channel? And I want to go much more deep into what you're going in a practical way to see in the platform. So you will know much more details. So you will see that you can analyze and compare all these metrics to know very deep what is happening in each step of the customer journey. So on the website and on the booking engine level, the number of bookings and pick up with all the metrics, which are the most demanded dates from the user, and also rates and disparities, how the ODAs are behaving for other properties. And most important thing is about the guests. So what kind of guests the others are having on the website and booking engine. In addition, BenchDirect doesn't want to be a fixed report. We want you to interact with the platform. So it's a tool that you can really take action and improve your performance. So you will be able to filter all the metrics in order to create your own report. And in this way, you can go very specific to spot opportunities and to improve your metrics. So we don't want to tell you how you use this platform. Of course, we do through webinars and so on, how you can easily navigate inside, but we don't want to tell you what's the strategy that you need to apply specifically. But you can really filter all these elements, and it's an open platform that you can really check whatever you want in whatever way you think it's better for your case. So finally, I said at the very beginning that I don't want to be theoretical only, but we want to be practical. So that's the connection to the action. It's actually great to look at data, but if we only analyze and we don't implement changes based on what we learn, it's a kind of useless. So we won't be able to offer recommendations to make your life much easier as hoteliers. So you see that we're doing that in two different steps. So we are offering automatic ideas that you can discuss with your team and decide to apply in your case, such as if your length of stay for French guests catches up with your concept, your total revenue will increase by 3.2%. So this is a suggestion. And then there is a second step that is much more, let's say, deep, because we are applying machine learning to understand the behavior across the network. So from a user perspective, how the user behave in your channel. So do you attract more users than your peer group, or you attract less users than your peer groups? So and in this way, you can apply those suggestions directly on your channel. So this is just an example, but if the platform tells you that you lose 38% of the users to other hotels, influenced by 13% difference in bar, means that you are slightly more expensive than others. And also the system is telling you 23% lower conversion rate from user to searches, means that you're losing users on the very first step on the website. So it's where you need to make action on the website to increase then the number of users that are making a search, and so the number of final bookings. So it's a very, let's say, more advanced way to not just giving you a suggestion, but really tell you what's the strategy that you should put in place. And now I would like you to show you how the BenchDirect platform does look like. Okay, so these are some screenshots took from the platform. It's a very user-friendly platform. So it's very very easy to navigate. And also we are organizing some webinars to explain much better how you can use the platform and in which way. So on the left, you see all the metrics that you will be able to compare. So at the very beginning, you see the summary, or you also will find the index that I was explaining before about your general performance. And then you go deep into each metric, like conversion, revenue, pickup, demand, booking window, length of stay, rates, disparities, and visitor profile. So this is a screenshot took from the conversion section. You see that for each metric, you have charts and you have tables. You can download this information, so it would be much also easier and use the use that you do and reports that you are creating. And also you have some filters, such as, in this case, stay dates, country, device, travel, party. And the comparison is very easy to read. You see that in this case, we have this hotel that is Peaceful Garden, is part of a small brand of 3 other hotels. So it's comparing in itself against the brand, against the destination, and against THN concept. In destination, as you see, we are not mentioning all the properties for privacy reason. We are showing aggregated data. So you can't see the names of all the properties part of the destination, and of course others can't see your name in there. Okay, so but they are aggregated data. The system is doing that automatically, spots the hotels similar to yours in your destination based on different elements that I explained before. And this is, for example, the a screenshot from revenue. You see there is an index to show you, in this case it's 82. So you are doing much better than the average of the properties. And it really helps you to understand where you position over 100%. And also you see here, there are some filters that you can use from a revenue point of view, such as average booking window, value, revenue per visitors, and so on, that are very help you to create a specific analysis of what you want to check against your competitive set and the rest of the network. And here you have the tables also available, so it will be much easier for your reports. And this is, for example, a screenshot took from disparities, so you can understand better how the ODAs are behaving in terms of amount and frequency. So what is the disparities that they are generating in other properties on your destinations and in other properties in other destination, but very similar to your property? And also which are the ones that are generating disparities on your market. And if your single case of its more general disparity behavior that you spot. And this is the a screenshot took from visitor profiles. So you can go very deep into the visitors experience, such as per device. For example, in my case, Peaceful Garden has a 43% of users using mobile, but the destination has a 50%. So what I'm doing as Peaceful Garden to get those mobile users, what should I do to increase that number and to go much more closer to the destination, to my competitors? And also you see another important information, that is markets. So the Spanish market in this case represents 61% on my destination, so for my competitors, but in my case represent only 30%. What should I do to increase the number of Spanish users on my website? So this is actually the way you can read this data and you can apply and change your strategy, modify or improve. As I was telling you before, I would like to be very practical. So we created these slides to help you to understand better how you can get practical on these examples. If very long, I will just explain some of them. So for example, the first one, in my hotel that is in Cancun, against the destination, I spot that 7.2, I have 7.2 more traffic from UK market compared to my competitive set of the destination. So as I have this advantage of 7.2% more traffic from UK, I should probably personalize their customer journey on my website to get much more advantage and to get much more bookings from that specific market. So that's the insight that you can get from the platform in order to create an action on that. Or I have 3 times more searches for stay date June, August. So if this number of searches is not translating in bookings, maybe I should review my pricing and availability and make sure that I'm targeting with specific promotion and offers those months in order to encourage bookings. Or I spot that the German market is underperforming because I have 10% more disparities than the rest of the properties on the destination. So I should apply kind of price matching the rates that the ODAs are giving on their channel, and to propose those prices on my website. Okay, so these are the reading the data that we are offering through BenchDirect and put those information in place, such an action plan. So actually, Theo, this is all from my side. I hope it was
insightful. Thank you very much for it. Was really the thing that I'm telling to our clients generally is the data. Having data is the key to success. So actually, by collecting data, even if it's from your tool or several tools that might the hotel use. So the booking engine itself has many let's say reports that you can take advantage, like booking window, like from which source actually the reservation is coming from. So the thing that we want to highlight with your tool at the same time is that a combination of information that you get from several tools might be the way in order to have the right structure in your strategy, in your pricing and revenue strategy. So all the things that you showed us in those slides during your presentation were really excellent, and I think there are more and more. They will get more and more interesting as soon as each hotel starts using them. So I can understand on the other side, because you're a technology company, that you will, let's say, build this, and every time you will implement new things. Okay. So I have a question before. So as I told to everybody attending, whoever has a question, there is a Q&A tab. You can send us your question, and Lucia will try to answer. Of course, she will share, if she can, in the chat any contact details that they can send questions directly to you or anybody from your team in order to have a more clarifying, let's say, point regarding all the things regarding BenchDirect. The thing I would like to ask you first of all, which are the steps for any hotel or hotelier to activate BenchDirect?
Thanks, Theo, for the question. It's actually a very important question, because I didn't mention that this platform works through a script that we create internally and we pass to the hotelier. This script needs to be added to the website and booking engine, so in this case in BookOnlineNow. And once the technical part is done, we will send you credentials to complete the onboarding part. This onboarding is very easy, just to fill some quick form in order to create a very specific concept tailor-made on your case. And then we organize some webinars, so you can the hotelier can take part to this webinar in order to understand better how they can read the different metrics and how they can apply then this data on their strategy.
Okay, so I can understand, of course, there is a connection between BookOnlineNow and the hotels network, exactly. And this is what I'm trying to explain also to our attendees. So whoever is right now, let's say, in our portfolio, a script, it's called a script, so a specific data code is already live in all accounts. So any account that wishes, any hotelier that wishes to activate BenchDirect will fill out a specific form we will share. Or even from the back office of BookOnlineNow, there will be a call to action button where you can, let's say, contact directly the hotel's network. And by this, the only thing that the hotel network will do is send to you another code that your web designer, in fact, needs to add in your official website so that the data start flowing. if I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, Lucia, you need at around, if somebody is not an existing client of the hotel's network, you need at least 30 days in order the BenchDirect back office to actually be activated. Am I right?
Yeah, correct. We need 30 days to collect and show private data to you the first time. But yeah, I mean, this is the very first time, but it's just then all the data are run on real time.
Okay. Elena, I think you wrote me here in the panel chat that you have a question as well. Can you open your microphone? Thank you.
Okay, Lucia, thank you very much for this great presentation. It was really insightful. Indeed, I have a question. Could you provide some use cases on how to leverage the BenchDirect data to step the direct booking strategy, to step up the strategy?
Yeah. Sure. Thanks a lot for your question. Actually, in each metric, one of my last slides were actually to read the data and then put in action. So it really depends case by case. There is no, let's say, general suggestion that I can provide because it really goes very deep into each hotel case. So the hotelier will see this data and will see insights in the platform specifically made for their cases. So, for example, if I see that I have 40% of the user using mobile, but on the rest of the destination, this percentage is much more higher, then I should implement some specific strategies to get more user on mobile and also to create a specific experience for a mobile user on my website and booking engine. So this is the kind of insight, reading each element on the platform, and you will also spot some insights. And I think the most important thing at the very beginning is that the hotelier gets familiar with the platform, because this is a very the easiest way to understand better how you can use that, and also participating to the webinars that we provide weekly based, so they can go in to understand what kind of data they can read and also what kind of strategy they can apply.
All right, that's clear. Thank you.
Thanks.
Any question from our other panelists, Marketa, Michaela, Elizabeth? Would you like to make any question?
Yeah, if I can, I just want to ask how and where are you collecting all the data? Because pretty much some seems to me like from the Google Analytics or something similar. And if the script will be posted on the website for the booking engine, are you comparing only direct reservations from probably international different kind of booking engines? And when you collect those data, who will have access? What do you do with those data? And the tool for our clients will be for free, or how does it work? I know, because in a worldwide, there are many booking engines. So just wondering how it's covered from this way from your side.
Yeah.
So Lucia, the GDPR is a question I would also raise to you, because I had questions from hotels. So what are you doing with the data? So thank you, Marketa. It's a really tricky question at the same time.
Yeah, thanks, guys. This is a very frequent question also asked from hoteliers when we speak with them. So from a privacy point of view, we are not tracking personal data of the customer. We don't know their names. We don't know their date of birth, and no personal data, but we track their behavior, their performance on the website and booking engine through the script. That is the only way that we are using to track their experience on the website and booking engine. So the script is collecting all this information and all the metrics that I explained before. So from the very beginning, when the user lands into the website, we are able to understand also the pre-click from which sources is coming from, and what is happening all along the way on the website and booking engine. So that's why I also mentioned that we are not just tracking the final bookings, but also the searches on the website and booking engine. Then for privacy reason, also connected to your question, Marketa and Theo, we are not reselling this data to anyone else. It's information that we are keeping internally, and it's just for the hotelier to use this data and for us to increase the performance of our tool. And I don't know, Maketa, if I replied to every of your questions, because you made a lot. So just remind me if there is some.
Yeah, so once you collect, this is from direct bookings, right?
Yes, yes, correct.
And let's say there are internationally many kind of booking engines, not only BookOnlineNow. So if I understand correctly, if I'm a hotelier and I will apply for it, I'm going to see data collected from the other hotels, which I will not know the names, but what about them? Are they gonna be able to track me and my data there as well, or how this is covered, between all different booking engines?
Yeah. So about the booking engine, as we are working with more than 250 booking engines around the world, of course, right now we also work with BookOnlineNow with a much more proactive partnership, but we're also working with any other in the market. So we are tracking data independently of which website or booking engine the hotelier is using. As soon as we have the script on the website and booking engine, we are tracking this data and giving back this data to the hoteliers. But they are only aggregated data. They can't see the list of properties that are part of that destination. And so the other properties can see, for example, my name on there, my property name on there. Okay, this is for privacy reasons mainly.
Okay. Lucia, may I ask you also something else? So I can understand there is a free version of this tool that we are providing. From your dashboard, will you launch, or have you already launched something that somebody, I will call it Pro, for example, so somebody who wants to have more information or more insights through this tool, can that happen?
Yeah, actually, that's a very good question, because the version that I just explained and showed you is the first version of the tool. We launched this tool 1 month ago, but we're working on that since a year now. So we are always implementing new elements, and there will be a pro version actually in few weeks, where that version will not be free, will be a paid version. This version that I show you today will remain free forever. And on the pro version, the hotelier will be able to, let's say, decide the hotel list on the destination concept.
Okay, so actually, the thing I want to clarify also to our hoteliers is that it's a free tool. It's already connected with BookOnlineNow. So of course, the hotels network has not only BenchDirect as a product, but you have many other products that, of course, if the hotelier wishes to activate it, it would be nice, because this way they can have the engagement of the client, see more details regarding the searches through the website and through the booking engine. However, this is what we point out today, is that you give the opportunity through the BenchDirect to give free data to the clients, to our hoteliers. So I hope that it will be a very nice start from today, and we will have more and more hotels on board. And this way, we as a support team from BookOnlineNow will also help hoteliers into understanding this dashboard, understand the numbers, not only from the booking engine, but also from your new tool, BenchDirect. If there is no other question from our panelists or anybody else from our attendees being here in Zoom, some are checking also from social media. I hope there will be answers there, so I will be more than happy to answer them or send it to you directly, Lucia, to be answered. If you can share here in the chatbot of Zoom your contact details, it will be nice. So some things that might occur in later stages as a question. Anybody else from the panel? Any other question? No. So I would like to thank you, first of all, Lucia, for the time that you spent with us. Very interesting presentation. I hope we will expand this cooperation with our companies, BookOnlineNow, the Hotels Network, and hopefully there will be also an event here in Greece where you can visit us, and we will have like a summit where you can participate. It's the wish I make in all my webinars. It's nice having webinars through internet, It's a very easy way to have access globally, but having a summit being person to person, face to face is a completely different, let's say, point. Okay.
Totally. So, thanks a lot, Theo. Can't wait actually to meet each other in person, and every one of you guys. Thanks a lot for this this opportunity and this webinar. It was very nice to share this new tool with you, and I hope it was useful.
And we will, let's say, repeat this once again, I hope. Okay. So, okay, there is one question, just the latest. How do I activate it in the extranet? If you are already a client of BookOnlineNow, you don't need to do anything. You can share a support message right now to our team. We will share you the script then that you need to add to your official website. As soon as this is done, then the Hotels Network will also give you access to the panel that Lucia has already showed you through some screens. So thank you very much once again. Enjoy the rest of the day, and hopefully everybody is safe and healthy. Okay, so bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.